Ladies and gentlemen, after discussion of our very first rookie to talk about, Patrick Williams, asking for expectations, giving my expectations on this player, we are going to the second player that was not selected in the NBA draft, but was an undrafted candidate for the Chicago Bulls, signed on a two-way contract. And what do I expect from this young player from Chicago? His name is Devon Dotson. So without further ado, let's do it. What's up, everybody? It's the Aiden Sports Show and welcome back to another video. Today we've got a Chicago Bulls video in relation to Devon Dotson and, in my opinion, what my expectations for him this season to be. And it could be very, very different from Patrick Williams. But before we get started, please like and subscribe to the Aiden Sports Show YouTube channel. Turn notifications on and let me know in the comments below what do you expect from Devon Dotson in this season for the Chicago Bulls. Do you expect him to be a G League dominator? Do you expect him to make the bench for the Chicago Bulls? And ultimately, if you had to decide what kind of stats he might have put up, what would you guys think about that? Let me know in the comments below. What stats would you think Devon Dotson can put up on the Chicago Bulls? With Devon Dotson, it's a little bit different to Patrick Williams, because Patrick Williams has come in at the 4th overall pick and was expected to be an absolute stud, a player that's the real deal and could potentially be one of our best players for the Chicago Bulls. But a lot of people are not really talking about Devon Dotson in that way. Obviously, going from an undrafted candidate, you can see why. He's an undrafted player that didn't really get that much attention. The guy's 21 years of age, I believe. Again, he's from Chicago, so people want him to succeed. He's on a two-way contract for the Chicago Bulls, and he has to go and impress. He has to go out and impress. He has to go out and stand out. He has to be that player that can do things in the scoring end, the passing end, the defensive end. He needs to be the all-around player, both in the G League and when he gets his opportunities off the bench. We've seen G League players that have come into the Chicago Bulls bench and have worked out very, very well. There have been players like Makoka, who's had a fantastic year in the G League and then comes onto the bench for the Chicago Bulls and has had terrific games. And we hopefully can see the same with Devon Dotson. But what is my expectation of this young point guard from Chicago? My first expectation for him is to work very, very, very hard, because it is not easy to crack your way onto the bench from the G League to an NBA team. There have been many 10-day contracts offered to players on the G League, and nearly a lot of them don't end up getting accepted. Now, there have obviously been a lot of things that go against that as well. Obviously, if you are a good player, if you're good enough for the NBA, you will not be in the G League forever. It's as simple as that. You will get your call up, you will get your opportunity, and it's time to take that opportunity. Now, Devon Dotson is coming off of a very good year from Kansas. I believe 18 points per game and 4 assists. Very, very good off-ball defense. Can finish like the best of them, it looks like. Three-point shot is not bad. Jump shot in general is not bad. He's very quick. He can beat a man off the dribble. Offensively, this guy seems to have all the tools in his case to be a successful player in the NBA. However, will he be able to showcase that this season? My first expectation is to work hard. The harder you work, the more opportunities, the more chances you'll get within this Chicago Bulls team. There is bound to be an injury. There is bound to be someone that will be missing game time from a suspension. Maybe, and God forbid, maybe someone will get the virus. There's always going to be some way that there's an opportunity, especially now in this season, for G League players to get their chance in the NBA. It is going to happen, it's bound to happen, and Devon Dotson will get that opportunity. Will he get it off the start? My expectation from him is that he goes to the G League first and he works his way up. Now, that might not be the ideal scenario for him. We could very well see him in preseason. He's not been sent to the G League just yet. We still have a preseason. Our preseason games have come out, which I will make a video about later on. But besides that, we still have so much to discuss in terms of this player. He's going to get his chances in the preseason. And similar to Patrick Williams in that area, the preseason will determine everything. If Devon Dotson comes out for the Chicago Bulls and absolutely balls out, dominates in the preseason, gets his points, gets his finishes, gets his assists, plays good defense, ends up being an all-around point guard for the Chicago Bulls in that preseason period, then why should he start in the G League? This is all about giving opportunities for these players, right? We're all evaluating these players. We're all giving these players opportunities with the Chicago Bulls. Why is Devon Dotson excluded from that? Just because he's a two-way player doesn't mean he starts his career in the G League. It's not how it should happen. If he works hard enough and he is good enough to be on this bench, then by all means the Chicago Bulls should put him on this bench. No player is exemplified. No player is more favored than another. If he works hard, he will get his opportunities, and that's my first expectation. My overall expectation for the end of the year, though, is a bit different, because I still see that he could end up making his way to the G League for a few games, and maybe pushed up into the bench for a few games, maybe even starting for a few games. That's where I see Devon Dotson's career this season going. But my expectation for him is it might be a bit difficult and it might not happen, but my expectation for Devon Dotson is to make his way into the bench consistently. I want to see him consistently playing on the bench for the Chicago Bulls. That's what I expect. He is one of those people you're just surprised he didn't get selected. He is a player that can do something for this team offensively. He's a player that can make this bench. This bench is not special, let's be honest. This bench that we have for the Chicago Bulls, there's nothing special about it. We have opportunities here for these players. Our G League team should be working 10 times harder than any other G League team in the G League, because we can give them the opportunities on this team. It's as simple as that. Devon Dotson needs to go wherever he starts, wherever he ends up finishing. He needs to work hard to guarantee himself a consistent spot on this bench, because there is a spot there to be had. And we wait and see with Devon Dotson. Now, when it comes to how hard that could be, I honestly don't know. I mean, with this new front office, Billy Donovan, Arturius, Mark Eversley, this entire front office, it's very hard to decide what they're going to do. If you guys have noticed, usually they're very quiet about things. We don't know if Devon Dotson's going to be sent to the G League straight away. We don't know if we're going to get another free agent signing. Like yesterday, we signed 2 free agents, and we never knew we were in for these players. It's as simple as that. So, improve in training camp, impress in training camp, make everyone believe that you deserve to be a Chicago Bulls player. Go out in preseason and give everything that you have, and make sure that you get yours. Get your buckets, get your assists, get your defensive stats, get your steals, get everything that you need to prove to the Chicago Bulls organization that you are worth taking a chance on, that you are capable of being a good basketball player in the NBA, and that you are the right man for the job for the Chicago Bulls, and that you're better than some of these players that are on this team. That's what a player should be thinking in their mind, and what they should be aspiring to do to get their opportunities. He needs to go out there and prove that he's better than Satoransky. He needs to go out there and prove that he was better than Chris Dunn and Shaquille Harrison, which we let go for him pretty much. He needs to prove that he's better than the likes of a Denzel Valentine, a Garrett Temple, even a Kobe White. Now, it could be a stretch, that one, but he needs to go out there and prove that he's better than those players. And that's what we're going to have to wait and see. And of course, if Arturius picks this hidden gem, and he turns out to be this hidden gem, then my goodness, what a way to scout some new talent. And we can go and trust this front office once again. This is an opportunity for every single player, including Devon Dotson, to go and make a name for themselves. And we will wait and see who ends up making their name and who ends up falling down and blowing away into non-existence. And we wait and see exactly what is going to happen. This is a beautiful sight for the Chicago Bulls. We might have not made the best free agent signings because we simply could not have. But this is an opportunity for those players to prove that maybe they're the better options compared to some of the free agents out there. They are the better option compared to some of the trades we could make. We have to wait and see. We have to wait and see what the Chicago Bulls players are going to do for this team. What I expect is hard work. I expect hard work from Devon Dotson. I don't expect him to contribute straight away because there's going to be games where he's not even going to play. But I expect hard work, and I expect by the end of the season he could consistently play for this team. And we wait and see how that goes. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're new to the Aiden Sports Show YouTube channel. Let me know in the comments below, what are your expectations for Devon Dotson this upcoming season? Will he be a Chicago Bull from the beginning? Will he play in the G League at the beginning? Will he find his way onto this team and consistently stay on this team? All these questions we will have to find out. And it's very similar to Adam Makoko as well. Very similar expectations for him as well. Managed to get his way onto this bench, but couldn't be consistent. Even though he was having fantastic games, the coaching staff, the front office, sent him back to the G League. Hopefully that doesn't be the case today in this season. If he does impress, hopefully he doesn't send him back to the G League. It's as simple as that. Anyway, have a wonderful and safe day, Chicago Bulls fans. I'll see you in another Chicago Bulls video. Take care and peace.